All right, so today I'm going to talk about three things, maybe four. I'm going to talk about some things that you can do this afternoon and every afternoon to help you get rid of and keep belly fat off. And I specifically use the word get rid of and keep it off because we don't want to say lose it, because when you lose something, you want to find it back. We don't want to find this back. And I want to make sure you keep it off, because what's the point of getting rid of it if you can't keep it off? I already did a video where I spoke about things that you can do every morning and things that you can do every night. I'm going to make sure they're linked below so you can check them out. So, first thing I want you to do this afternoon and every afternoon is to sit and have your lunch. Notice I didn't just say have lunch. I want you to sit and only have your lunch. Not working at your desk and eating, not surfing YouTube, IG, TikTok, anything like that, and eating, not watching the news, not being on the phone and eating. I want you to fully focus on your meal. There is a difference when we are focusing on eating. It's called mindful eating, as opposed to mindlessly eating. So mindful eating is when you're specifically focusing on eating. You are taking time to bite your food, to chew it, to swallow it. You're not just chopping and swallowing. Um, and you are savoring the taste. You are actually enjoying your food, right? So it is important that you do that. The next thing, the reason why you want to be doing that is the fact that it helps you to actually feel full. You can feel when you're getting full, and then you can stop and know that, okay, I've had enough. What happens when you're chopping and swallowing, when you're mindlessly eating, when you're eating while at your desk, when you're eating while watching the TV or anything else, what happens is you're not focused. So you can't really tell when you're full. And sometimes you'll overeat, and then afterwards you feel bloated, you feel gross and throughout the day and uncomfortable. So this is why making sure that you are focusing on eating at lunch. And the next thing, speaking of lunch, you want to make sure your lunch consists of healthy protein, lean protein, and healthy fat. No fat does not make you fat. You need these things, and of course carbs, but you definitely want to make sure you're getting enough protein because you're a woman over 40 and you need minimum of 100 grams of protein a day. And when you have protein with each meal, that's helping to ensure that you have enough protein throughout the day. And when you have enough protein throughout the day, it will also keep you full, so you won't necessarily feel the need to snack later in the day. Another reason why you want to make sure you have protein then is, of course, protein helps you to lose fat because it keeps you full longer. It helps you to look younger. And of course, it helps to build and repair muscles. And the more muscles you have at this stage, the less body fat. And no, you will not look like baby Hulk. Something else you want to be doing every afternoon is drinking water. Most of us around 3 p.m., we have that need for, we need something. And usually at that time, we're usually reaching for a cup of coffee or some sort of energy drink. The coffee used to be me. But a lot of times what we may need then is an actual cup or glass bottle of water, because if you're working throughout the day, oftentimes we lose track of time and don't drink enough water. So therefore our brain starts getting tired, and it's water we actually need, not caffeine. And you kind of want to stay away from caffeine this time of the day because it can definitely interrupt you getting a good quality sleep throughout the night, which is very, 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 very important during perimenopause. And of course, if you're one of those women who are like, I can have coffee at 3 p.m. and go to sleep, that may be a sign your cortisol level is high. And these are some of the things that I make sure we go into details when we work together. And I do have a program that is starting in a few weeks. Thrive, Transform, and Glow Through Perimenopause. It's where I coach you on how to get through perimenopause without gaining all the belly fat, and how to lose it and keep it off, how to navigate perimenopause, because this is a very trialing time that a lot of us weren't prepared for or taught how to do. So this is something I can definitely help you with. So click the link below to schedule your call. And something else that I want you to do this afternoon and every afternoon to get rid of and keep belly fat off is to get some sort of movement in. So, once you've had your lunch alone, and if you have time, go for a quick walk around the block. If you work from home, walk up and down the stairs, kind of get some sort of movement, because that also keep you awake. If you're unable to do it at lunch, when that 3 p.m. drag starts hitting, when you feel your energy winding down, instead of reaching for the caffeine, instead of reaching for the energy drink, reach for your running shoes, go for a walk, depending on where you live. I live in Toronto, so probably won't happen for me, although the weather has been pretty good these days. But these are things that I want you to do. And if you've been watching my videos here on YouTube, which I hope you have been, because I have been sharing a lot of valuable information that'll help you, I'm sure by now you're realizing getting rid of and keeping belly fat off at this stage is not simply about eating clean and moving your body. It's not about eating 1,200 calories and spending 2 hours in the gym on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to go to the gym. You can work out 30 minutes a day, which is what my clients who work with me do. But I want you to understand that there's so much more that goes into it. And I want you to be prepared to do this. Because I don't want you to start working out and then, you don't see the results and then you're like, why not? There's other things that goes into it. And with the tips that I just gave you, if they're new to you, my suggestion would be probably start doing one of them for at least 7 consecutive days. When that's a habit where you don't even have to think about it, then add something else. Please don't try doing all of them at once. You're not gonna last, because you're gonna feel overwhelmed at some point and then just be like, forget it, screw it. I find that the water one's probably usually the easiest to start with, but that's based on experience with a majority of my clients. But find what works for you and do it consistently for 4 to 6 weeks before you actually start seeing a difference. Please don't do it one time and then tell me, oh girl, it didn't work. No, you have to give it a chance. And don't forget to check out the programs I have below and schedule your call. And of course, subscribe and like.